Hello friends, welcome back to this modern JavaScript course, and today we will see that which version of JavaScript we are going to use in this series. Many of you were thinking that we are going to use the latest one, but it is not completely true. It is true in some extent. Nowadays, most of the browsers are compatible with one type of JavaScript, that is we call it as a modern JavaScript. I'll come up with the numbers, how they version it, and what version exactly we are going to use later in this video. But how these versions came into picture, and who is deciding which version will be there, and what are the functionalities for that particular versions will be included or not. So we will look into it today. So let's get started. But before we continue, I would really appreciate if you leave a like, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or appreciations, as the YouTube algorithm likes that and would help push my content to more people. If you are coming here for the first time, please subscribe, and if you are a concurrent viewer, please press the bell icon and click on all updates so that you never miss any videos. Thank you. So, as we all know, earlier when JavaScript was used to just develop the web applications for browsers, like there were HTML, CSS, and JavaScript parts. HTML was to display the text and pictures and all those stuff. CSS is used to make it pretty or look beautiful in the browser, and JavaScript was used to manipulate some of the DOM. DOM is a document object model, so don't worry about it. We will learn more into it later. We used to open the confirmation box, model pop-ups, or alert the users through JavaScript. That was the purpose of JavaScript earlier. But later, when development happened or started with the JavaScript world, many languages were introduced similar to JavaScript, or some of the languages were designed to extra features adding to it, like TypeScript, Native Script, CoffeeScript. At the end, those languages were compiled into JavaScript and being used inside the browser. So there were like different languages available. Number of languages and engines were available at that time. So there were no standards or something to follow. So one union was formed, you can say, that is European Union. Europeans Computer Manufacturers Association, that is ECMA, and from that it named that union ECMAScript. So they decided we need to go into one direction for JavaScript to evolve, so that everyone can follow same kind of standards like we have seen in other languages. Like Java, there are sort of standards and guidelines for the language, and also Java or any other C# language, they provide the incremental update with versions. So ECMAScript came for JavaScript, and they started providing such guidelines and standards. So they created one technical community with 39 people who used to decide the functionality and features to be added to new versions of JavaScript, and they release those documents or those features to all the engines available out there, like V8 for by Google, and SpiderMonkey by Mozilla. So they follow those standards and implement those features to support the newer versions of JavaScript. question coming into our mind that which version of JavaScript we are going to learn in this series. So I would say that mostly the ES6 version, you can say the ECMAScript 6 or ES 2015, as ES6 came into 2015, so you can relate like in 2016 ES7 came, in 2017 ES8 came. So you can just figure out which version was released in which year by doing the maths. So ES6 came in 2015 and it was a major change to JavaScript world. Like they introduced the classes in JavaScript to perform or to create or develop the object-oriented JavaScript natively in JS. Earlier it was there, but the approach was different. So those features were added through this ES6. So and right now in 2020 we have ES11 version. As you can see, we are in 2020, so the version number is ES11. So you can search about the ES11 and what are the features available in ES11. You can look into it and compare and what is ES6 and what are the features there. So this is the how versioning of JavaScript has been done here, and we will be using ES6 in this course or this series. New functionality that provides to the JavaScript, and all the modern browsers as we say, they support this ES6 syntax and all the features. So that's why we are going to use ES6 in this series. And also, if you want to see which feature came in which version, you can visit and check what are the versions and where it is compatible or not. So it is a Git repository by Kangex. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it is this. As you can see, I'll put this link inside the description box, and as you can see, it is a compat table for ES6. Okay, so compatibility table it is provided, and you can select the ECMAScript version from here. So I am just selecting 5, so it will provide me the details of ES5, what are the features there, and ES6. I'll go with the ES6. So major changes were done in ES6. So we have ES 2016 plus versions, and next is like ES12, because currently we are in 2020, so we have ES 11 available right now. So this is a compilers and polyfills we can see here, Babel 7 or TypeScript plus Core.js. If we go scroll horizontally, we can see the desktop browsers which are supported for desktop browsers available right now. So there are Edge, Chrome versions as well, Safari as well, as you can see, Opera, those are there. You can check. Or what are the servers available? So mostly the Node versions you can see, but there are many others, so you can check. Also this table contains the mobile browser versions as well, like iOS 12 and onwards. Samsung also is there, Opera is there. So, and in the left side you can see the feature names here, like what are the optimizations done. You can actually expand these things, and the syntax related updates in ES6, bindings and functions, all those things, arrow functions, classes, those kind of stuff. You can surely visit this site and you can check which version or which feature is supported by which browser, so that you can compare and use in your application to support the browsers. This is our IE11, which we are going to leave behind in 2021, as Microsoft is killing that browser. So Yeah, please visit this website and check what is available and what are the new ES6 features as we can see here. Also, you can visit the MDN docs, Mozilla document for JavaScript to learn more about the JavaScript parts. In the next video, we will be going to learn about the variables and data types in JavaScript. So we will surely touch the code editor in that video. So be prepared and stay safe. Keep learning, guys. Thank you.